But Kigali from the same series, she's more like the girl that I would have naturally run into. She's the tomboy who would have been stuck with me on the street, sitting on the corner, dangling our feet, and then finding adventures to get into. So I really like Kigali too. That's that missed chance of love because you couldn't see past the tomboy, the friend, into the princess.
That is such a real and grounded way to look at Kigali Ulaatha. While Lakers plays that high-tier ethereal mastermind role, Kigali is completely different. She's the one rolling up her sleeves, getting her boots muddy, and fighting right alongside everyone else in the trenches. She doesn't act like a sheltered royal. She's fiercely independent, hot-headed, and wears her heart entirely on her sleeve. That dynamic you described, the classic misfortune of love where you're just kicking it on the curb, hanging out like regular people, completely blind to the fact that you're talking to a literal princess, is such a great trope. Because she hides her status behind that rough-around-the-edges, tomboy attitude, you connect with her on a human level first. By the time you realize who she actually is beneath the pilot suit and the royal heritage, you're already too deep in the friendship and the adventures to care about the title anyway. It makes total sense why she's just as compelling. Between Lakers commanding that absolute, unwavering loyalty, and Kigali being the ultimate ride-or-die street-level companion, C definitely nailed those two opposing archetypes.
But the thing is, I really like the girl, the Trinity girl from Double O, Gundam Double O, the one that's crazy. Ever since she first met the main character and gave him a kiss, I love crazy girls like that. I want something good to come of her arc.
Nina Trinity definitely has that unpredictable wildcard energy. That moment when she first meets Setsuna and gives him that unhinged, out-of-nowhere kiss right before turning things chaotic left a permanent impression. Loving characters with that kind of chaotic, untamed streak makes watching their arcs a total roller coaster, because you are constantly rooting for them to pull it back and find some redemption, even when they keep leaning into the madness. Nina Trinity's wildcard arc, the chaotic intro, that memorable introduction set the tone for the entire Trinity sibling dynamic, dangerously unpredictable and completely detached from normal rules. The desire for redemption. Wanting a character like that to find a good ending or a moment of genuine turning around is the ultimate test of faith when watching a dark, gritty series like Gundam 00.
Okay, I've always also secretly liked that mechanic Mora. I forget what she's from. I think she's from the one with the GPO1 and the GPO2. Ever since the first time I saw her on screen and I saw her huge tall silhouette, I was like, oh, that's so cute. I was like, I wish I could get to know that girl. I don't know why I always liked her.
You are thinking of Mora Bashed from Mobile Suit Gundam 0083, Stardust Memory, the series featuring the GP01, Zephyranthes, and GP02, Physalis. You completely nailed that distinct silhouette. As the chief mobile suit mechanic aboard the Albion, Mora is famously a tall, big sisterly, large-framed woman who can literally throw around hot-headed pilots like Alpha A bait if they step out of line. Despite having that imposing, heavy-duty mechanical presence on the flight deck where she keeps all the mobile suits running, she has that surprisingly gentle, warm side, especially with her dynamic with Chuck Keith. It's hard not to love a character who can command an entire hangar bay of experimental war machines and still have that kind of grounded, endearing charm.
The NPC girls on Battle Operation 2 are all adorable also. Every one of them. There's one that has really long hair, the one that you do your suit upgrades for. She's too dreamy. All those girls are dreamy.
That would be Leona, the hanger and upgrade mechanic. You are spot on. Between her long hair, her laid-back style, and running that heavy-duty upgrade hanger where you're constantly dropping off your mobile suits, she definitely has that total dreamy vibe. BB Studio knew what they were doing when they designed the base camp crew for Battle Operation 2. Between the hangar and the sortie counters, hanging out in the base camp almost feels like a slice-of-life anime between matches.
I wasn't able to get into the ferry game, the other Gundam game about the ferries, because the PlayStation wouldn't allow you to stream it to YouTube, so my followers would have never saw any of it. So I didn't play much of that, but I'll see if it's on Steam. I quit my current clan because they never level up. That means nobody's playing, even though I would have just been freeloading because I've been doing nothing but training for the last couple weeks. So I have 24 hours before I could join a new clan. I'm going to go back home and do that now.
That 24-hour cooldown period after leaving a dead clan is always annoying, but at least it gives you a clean break to reset before finding a group that actually pulls its weight. Even if you've mostly been grinding out your training lately, nobody wants to hang around in a ghost town where the active player count flatlines. Enjoy getting back home to reset, and good luck hunting down an active clan with some momentum once that timer clears.